trying to match the mouth movements of a character while you are at the same time trying to deliver a believable performance is the real trick. There are a lot of people that could do a great performance if they have the freedom to perform the line however they want to. But when you add on top of that, oh, well, you don't have that much time, and you can't pause there, and you need to get through the back half quicker, and you need to do this and that, and you have to work in all those technical things, and at the same time, deliver a believable performance, that's when it starts getting tricky. And I think when I first started, every once in a while, I would hear something that I did a long time ago, and it's like, oh, it's almost hard to listen to. And part of me wishes I could go back in time, you know, and oh, I would love to play Gaul and Generator Gaul all over again, you know, or I would love to get to do Hiroki Takasugi and Princess Nine all over again, because I loved that show so much, loved it, but I didn't know much at the time. I've learned so much over the years, and have grown so much in this field. But you know what? Can I tell you something? I gotta tell you something. Remember the Speed Racer thing? When I was a little kid, you know, Speed Racer, didn't even know it was anime. 2 years ago, I don't know if any of you have seen it on the internet, I know it's up there, but 2 years ago, they had something called the American Anime Awards, first annual American Anime Awards. It was held in New York City, and fans voted, and there was like a group of industry people that voted on, very much like Academy Awards, like best long series, best short series, best packaging, best leading, best male in a leading role, best female, best supporting role, and I was nominated for an award, and so here I am, just like you, right? And I'm sitting. It was so cool. I'm sitting in a chair in the audience, and guess who's sitting beside me? The guy who voiced Speed Racer. Hernandez, right? Peter Hernandez, right? I'm not kidding. I was like geeking out. I couldn't believe it. I mean, and we started talking. I mean, he's an older guy now, of course, and we're sitting there, and we're just chatting like co-workers, like industry, you know, just doing the same thing. And I was on the inside, I'm like, this is absolutely surreal. This is Speed Racer right here. And I couldn't believe it. And then they gave him this Lifetime Achievement Award, and he came back to the chair sitting beside me holding his award. I'm like, let me see that, let me see that. And we had a blast together. But it was such a neat experience to kind of come full circle from having loved this stuff when I was little and not even really knowing much about it to sitting beside this legend years later as a fellow voice actor. It was really neat. Yes, Shami, question. What is your question, Lauren? Say it one more time, a little louder. Use your outdoor voice. Go ahead. Are you interested in becoming a cartoonist? I have really bad news for you. I don't know anything about the drawing animation side of what we do. I'm the voice side. A lot of people, I know a lot of you are amazing artists. A lot of you draw amazing artwork and characters. And I wish, I get emails all the time asking, well, how can I get into this? I wish I knew. I will tell you this. Anime is not done here. It's done in Japan. So if you're an anime fan and you want to draw anime, or you want to be an animator for anime shows, most of that kind of work, a lot of it is done in Japan. And then it's brought to this country by companies like Funimation and ADV and Bandai and Viz, and they get it produced for English audiences. But I wish I knew more about the drawing side, but I'm afraid I don't. Yes? Who is my favorite character to voice act? That's the hardest question of all time. You think so? See, you would think it's Ed. You would think so because the show was so popular. But as soon as I hear myself say Ed, I think of 15 other characters that I love playing. I mean, I love Tamaki from Oron High School. I love Tamaki. And I know, right? He's so adorable. And I love Dark Mousy from D and Angel. And I love Kugaji from Sayuki. And I love Kurt Weber from Full Metal Panic. And yes, I even love Broly from Dragon Ball Z. But there are so many characters that I love. And as soon as and I know I just forgot 5 from Tsubasa, Ikuku from Bleach. I have so many that I love for different reasons. But it would be so hard to pick just one. Because, you know, you kind of leave a little bit of yourself in all of them. And so you come to have this special place for any character you voice, even the bad guys. Even the small roles, like little teeny characters that show up for 1 episode, then they're done, you know? Thank you, Natalie. Good point. Excellent point. Yes? Ooh, I heard Dark Tamaki or Kurt Weber. What was the question? Who's a better ladies' man? Okay, I have an answer to this. I actually do. The answer is not Kurt Weber. He's a perv. And he's not a ladies' man. He thinks he's a ladies' man. There's a big difference. Dark, while he may be a ladies' man, that's not really his main plan. That's not really what he's going for. He just happens to be sexy. He doesn't really mean to be. However, Tamaki Suo, that's his plan. I mean, he wants to be a ladies' man and appeal to the ladies and be an excellent host. And so I would have to say Tamaki. I think Tamaki is a professional at it. He's developed it to a whole new level of artistry. Yes. Wait, hold on. Well, Monksy, Travis and Laura were not able to make it at the last minute, and I'm just as sad as you are because it's always fun to pick on Roy Mustang. There's always time to make fun of Colonel Mustang. Yes?
She asked you a question if you would do a concert in the Bay Area.
Well, my answer is I'm always up for doing concerts. In fact, what I was thinking was that maybe next year, if I get invited to SAC Anime, I could do a live music concert. Would you guys come if I did? Promise? Come on now, don't tease me, dude. You promise? Alright, give me a pound. Alright. Yes, I want you guys there. I just did a concert. I told you about this yesterday. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, like if you were here yesterday, but I had all these fun things to share, and some of you who was not here yesterday. Okay, see, then I have to tell you about this. I just did a live music concert at Anime Central in Chicago last weekend. Like 17,000 attendees. It was enormous. And I did this concert, but you know what my favorite part of the concert was? Is on the last song, which is this song that I wrote called Nothing I Won't Give. I had some very special guests join me. The singers from a very popular Japanese band called Move. Do you know Move? Oh my gosh, we're good friends, and they wanted to record one of my songs, and so they did a Japanese translation of it. And then we found out we were both going to be at Anime Central. They were going to be a musical guest, and I was going to be a voice actor guest, but I was also going to be doing a concert. So we planned that they would join me for the final song. And so I start singing the song, you know, like I'm just doing it myself, you know, like, haunted by the past, a nightmare that seems so unreal. And like I'm doing my little thing, right? And then there's this little break, and I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Move! And they come walking out on stage, and they're singing in Japanese. It was so awesome. My song in Japanese. But then my favorite part is that I actually sang harmony with the girl on the chorus, and I had to sing Japanese too. That wasn't so easy. I had to write it out like phonetically, and I had a piece of notebook paper on the floor of the stage, and I was like checking it every once in a while, make sure. like, oh man, I'm gonna screw this up. But I decided that it would be better for me to make sure I sung it right than to try to do it from memory and really blow it, you know? Because you get one chance. So I would love to do a concert at SAC Anime. You guys, write SAC Anime. This is your homework. Write SAC Anime and go, bring me back next year. And like in January, okay? And then all of you, mark it off on your calendars, and you guys be there. And I'll bet you that they'll let me do a live music concert, and we'll have a lot of fun.